Hello, I'm Connor Allen Roberts, and this is my media evaluation question 3. What have you learned from your audience feedback? First of all, my product was a music video for indie electronica band Cath Auto from Sheffield. The music video was for their hit single, Already Blue, a slow, melodic track about love, loss, and moving on. The themes explored in the song instantly made me think of the indie subculture, who can stereotypically relate to these themes. As a result, the piece was aimed at them, but I needed to conduct audience research to further understand and relate to this subculture. Firstly, I created an imaginary entity of my audience, a stereotype of how I think the indie scene looks today. However, because audiences are temporary collectives and getting harder to recognise, these stereotypes had to be up to date and modern. Through careful analysis, creating audience profiles, and working out what things this subculture likes, such as Converse shoes, Monster Energy, and weird hats, I was able to better understand my audience. This would ultimately help me reach my audience by including these themes in my own product, thus selling it to them more effectively. This supports John Hartley's theory, which states that producers must enter into relations with their audiences, which I try to do by finding themes that they can relate to. Secondly, using SurveyMonkey, I was also able to send questionnaires to my class peers after my media pitch, as I knew half of them fit into the indie hipster category. I asked questions such as, what do you think of my ideas? Do you wear Converse shoes? Would you consider yourself a deep, complicated person, in order to see if my ideas would work on my target audience, and also to see if my stereotypes of this subculture were right. This was important primary research for me, as it helped me better understand my target demographic. I was able to get actual feedback from this subculture, including improvements from my initial ideas, such as dropping my original cliched narrative plot of a fight between two young lovers, told in a simplistic way, in turn for something more thought-provoking. This audience was artistic and creative, and demanded something more. There wasn't enough audience feedback to go on what with the amount of people in my class. As a result, next time, I think it would be wise to survey more people in my target demographic to get more reliable results. During pre-production, we created a media pitch which later led to the questionnaires mentioned earlier. This pitch showed our peers the ideas we had, such as reversed filming and time-lapse footage, so that they could later give us feedback on whether these ideas would work or not. This was valuable research, as it helps us communicate our ideas to our audience and also be informed on what would be the best direction to take with these. Would they work or wouldn't they? During production, we constantly posted our unfinished product onto Facebook and Twitter for our friends to see. They could then like it and leave a comment if they wished, with constructive criticism to help us later on. Sharing our unfinished video digitally was effective due to the audience I was targeting being digital natives. They would be able to find this video with ease on Facebook or YouTube, and it also meant that they could leave feedback easier using the comments section. What we also did during pre-production was give our peers designs for our digipack. These designs could be voted on by people, leaving a dash on the picture they like best. The picture with the most votes gets used. This was helpful because we had so many designs for our digipack that at times we couldn't decide which one to use, which is why we chose this method instead. However, I think next time it would be more effective to ask more indie, artistic people to vote on our ideas, as these are our target audience, and as a result, their opinions and feedback would be more reliable. During production and pre-production, we also looked at other indie music videos using YouTube from artists such as Jack Johnson, Mumford & Sons, and Green Day, as we felt our target audience would also listen to these artists and bands. We did this because we could then pastiche certain elements, shot types, and post-production effects that we feel would suit our target audience so that we could use them in our own music video. Effects and shot types such as time-lapses, eyeless medium close-ups, and different filters were all bricolaged into our own music video, as we felt these ideas would be more suited to our target audience and thus appeal to them more. On Facebook we received some constructive criticism, such as this: "You should do more fancy effects. That would make it awesome, smiley face." Because this person suited the indie stereotype, which we wanted to target, we took their advice into consideration and began using Adobe Premiere CS 5.5 to create more artistic effects such as paint bucket and apply tints to make our video more artistic and indie. Overall, I think our audience feedback taught us a lot. I learned more about my target audience through primary research that I could base my project around, as well as overall improvements for my piece through digital criticism. Next time around, I think I would change my approach by increasing the amount of people I offer surveys to, and making sure that these people are part of my target audience in order to get better results. I would also try to distribute my project through more digital sites such as MySpace and Bebo, as well as online forums, as my video would open up to more widespread audiences and thus be able to receive more feedback. Thus, I conclude my evaluation question 3. Cheers for watching. Bye.